So guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Ihome XT-42 true wireless earbuds. Even though they have an open ear design, you're getting a total of 21 hours along with the case. It says ear conduction, transmits audio across open ear, blah, blah, blah. It's basically just a headset, just a nice way of saying that it's fancy. I think that these seem to be pretty good so far, but obviously unboxing them and using them is what really determines whether it's something that you, the consumer, will actually buy. It's a rechargeable case, environmental noise cancellation, which in reality, there's no settings or features or app support for this. So they're just talking about the quality of the microphones and things like that. You do have touch controls with a built-in mic, naturally, sport secure fit, and it is pretty secure. You'll see that part later in the video. Open ear conduction and extended playtime, 21 hours total. So for the average person, this might work very well for you. Though I will say with that $19 price tag, and even if you put this at $30, the original, that puts it in the territory of other products that are definitely better than this. But nevertheless, this may work for someone, and that's what this review is for. Anyway, let's get into it and not waste any more time. So once you take everything outside of the box, this is the headset right here. These are the actual earbuds, or whatever you want to call them. They fit inside the case, as you can see, which I'll show you how to place them inside in a moment. You have this, which is more likely your actual charger. Let me just double check and make sure. Yep, as you can see, it is a USB-C cable. Now, just in case you guys are wondering, if you decide to plug this cable to a stronger charger box, make sure that the wattage is low. You don't want to overcharge your headset and possibly destroy your product. I use OnePlus devices, so my charger is like 100 watts, so just keep that in mind. Now, you do have your booklets and information right here, so let me just open it up for anyone right here. Shows you how to actually put it on, operations, getting started, how to pair, left bud, right bud, the functionality. I'm going to flip this over. Now, for anyone wondering, just go backwards, pause the video, screenshot the parts that you need real fast. I didn't want to make this a 400-minute video, so I figured I'd just do it this way. And this piece of paperwork, you don't really need this at all, but I'll just place it here in case you're wondering about their tech support and things like that. Now, with that being said, this is the earbud itself. As you can see, this is the touch sensor right here. If you flip this over, the connections fit right here, and this is where it goes on your ear itself. Now, just keep in mind that this is an open ear design, so naturally, it's not going to completely drown out sound. So if you're outside, preferably like me, I do a lot of scootering, riding bikes, things like that, you're going to be able to hear conversations, cars, everything around you. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to overtake the headset itself. That is a normal feature. In-ear or open ear designs aren't meant to completely block out sound. They're meant to just be able to say, you know what, I just want to be able to wear something, still be aware of my surroundings without, immediate danger, footsteps, people around you. It's a safety feature. Now, this is the case itself. As you can see, the charger port, let me see, this is the front. On the right-hand side, you're going to have the charger port right here, which, to be honest with you, I don't think this is bad. You think it would have came with some type of covering, the way they have it engraved in there. But again, that's just me just complaining for tit for tat, little silly things. The case itself is pretty solid. If you press it pretty hard, it won't crack. I know sometimes when you get these cheaper products, one good drop and it's over. But so far, this seems to be able to take a hit. Now, if you're wondering how to charge it itself, I'm just going to take these. It says right side. It says left side, right? And these buds say right, and the other bud says left. You can tell by the shape of the bud. So this is the left side. Guess you're going to go ahead and flip it like so. And when it clicks in, that's the red light. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. So it might go on this way, but when you flip it upside down to actually pop it inside the case. And the coolest part about this is that it actually shows you the battery meter of the case itself. Now, even though this is blinking right now, it's because I'm using a camera recording this, and that's why you get that little blinking meter. And the battery life is naturally going to go down a little bit faster because this is the first time this headset has ever been used or charged, at least as soon as I took it outside of the box. So again, pretty simplistic, pretty easy to use. I like the product, seems really solid. It is a little chunky, I will admit that. Let me just, for size comparison reasons, this right here is the Beats Solo Buds right here. And I'm just going to put them side by side in comparison. But just keep in mind, regardless, you can throw this in your purse, you can throw this in your pocket, you can throw it in your book bag. Just make sure that you don't have any products that may have keys or something sharp to scrape this. Even though this material does feel very soft, It is definitely a magnet for, I don't think, no, now I think about it, it's definitely going to be a scratch magnet. But I was about to say it's a magnet for smudges. But so far, I don't really see many smudges at all in this case. It's a solid product, at least the way it looks. Now, obviously the way it sounds and things like that is going to be a different story. But let's move forward in this video and see how to sync it. So the syncing process for this headset should be pretty easy. Just follow these instructions. Now, normally when you open up a case, depending on the product, like the Beats, for example, when you open these up, it automatically syncs to one another and puts itself in pair mode. But a lot of earbuds tend to have to actually take the earbuds out so they can sync to the left and to the right. So we're going to do two things. First one is I'm going to go to the settings right here. Let me bring this a little closer. Don't mind the smudges. It is what it is. I know some people complain about that. I'm going to let it just sync and look for the product right now. It says LE Beats. That's connected right now to this one. I'm actually recording off of this. So if you like the audio, that's the Beats earbuds directly in my ear right now. So nothing popped up, as you can see. I'm going to take these outside of the case right here. I'm just going to let them communicate with each other for a moment. Just give it a second. See how they're blinking. The left side and the right side should sync to one another in a moment. Just going to give it a little bit of time. There we go. So this side is now synced to this side. We're going to hit scan again and just wait for the Bluetooth to pop up. There we go. So it says Ihome XT-42 right there. Going to go ahead and click on that. And it actually said connected. As soon as I actually clicked it, you couldn't hear it because they're laying face down, but it did actually speak and let you know that they're connected. And that is how you sync them. Very simple, very easy. Now, for the person wondering how to resync it, this doesn't have multi-point. So if you decide to delete this from another device, you just have to put them back inside the case and then take them back out, lay them down, let them sync to one another like you saw again, and then sync it to another device, and then you'll be good to go. But just make sure the previously connected device is either unsynced or at least the Bluetooth one is turned off so that you can put this back in pairing mode. Follow those instructions and you should be perfectly fine. So let's say you're doing recordings, vlogs, video recordings, or talking to someone over the phone. This is the quality that you're more likely going to get. Now, for anyone wondering what I'm using the Samsung Recorder application. I'm actually using the microphones currently connected to this device to give you guys a more accurate assessment of how it's going to sound. Now, keep in mind, I'm in an open office. It's very quiet. Nobody's here except for me. This is the quality that you're getting. Obviously, if you go outside, it's going to pick up a lot more background noise amongst other things like that. And there is a high probability because open ear design has this issue where even at 100%, you're speaking to other people. They might be to hear you just fine, but it might be a little bit hard for you to hear them because of the maximum volume of this headset. It's not going to be as loud as Beats, AirPods, Galaxy Buds, J-Labs, whatever name brand that you're looking for, because it's an open ear design. And like I said earlier, there are better headphones in the same category, close to the same price point of that $29.99 or $39.99. That's what these are normally sold for versus the $20 that I got it. So again, this is the sound profile. If you're doing some type of recording, vlogging, and things like that, if you like the way it sounds, then this is definitely for you right now. So let's talk a little bit about music quality. Now I'm going to play this song Tony Montana and give you guys how it sounds in my ear in real time. And I am going to let you know how other songs that I listen to already make these headphones sound, so you have a general idea whether they're worth the asking price, which is $20 in store. A little bit more online if you look for them. So let me just take them out of the case. All right, pop these on the ear. Okay. All right, so it says Bluetooth's connected. It'll let you know if it's ready for connection and all that. They are connected. And also, just in case you guys are wondering, I am wearing glasses with these and they feel super, super comfortable, like I'm practically wearing nothing at all. And I like that. Though obviously, if you don't wear glasses, they're going to be a lot more snug in terms of fit. Now, that being said, I'm going to play the song. I'm going to blast it for you guys and let you know the quality of it. Just so you know, there is no bass boost or anything on this. It's just strictly YouTube as is. Bum, 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 bum. It sounds pretty good so far. Okay, the bass is minimal. Okay, so let me just kind of talk to you guys about the quality of sound. So if we're talking about bass, I will say that the instruments playing in the background, the vocals of Future saying Tony Montana, or if he raps for that matter, is going to be louder than the quality of bass that this song offers. I do want to also say if you're using, again, pair of Beats, or I'm just using them for reference reasons because they have actual rubber tips that go directly into the ear for better bass. They're in-ear design, not open ear design. You're not going to get that quality of bass. Now, for the people that are used to open ear designs like the V30Is or the Soundcore clips or the Bose and things like that have clip headphones, this is a little bit lackluster, if I'm being completely honest with you. Let me explain. So the bass does sound average. I'm lying. It's below average. Let me not say that. If average is 5, I would give it about a 3 out of 5 in terms of bass. The vocals overpower the bass completely. The quality of sound instruments like the piano or whatever that was is playing in the background for this particular beat. I'm not sure who made it, but the beat is fire. Everything overpowered the bass immediately, which I didn't expect these to have great bass, but normally with open ear designs, the bass still sounds like it's dominant throughout the entire song to kind of just keep the volume level. So what I'm experiencing at 100% is that I felt an earache immediately with the quality of sound. The sound is good. It doesn't break apart or anything like that. It's not the loudest, to be honest with you. I would dare say that some Five Below headphones actually sound way better than this particular Ihome product. That's just for me. Now, when you're spending $20, we're entering a realm of just better tier products in general. And this one, to me, doesn't sound as good as its competitors. But again, I haven't done many open ear headphones outside of Five Below that were under $20. And again, a lot of those outperform this one. Now and again, I don't think if you purchase this, you're going to say they're bad. They do sound pretty good. They are comfortable. They do talk to you, let you know the low battery and things like that. You can use your Google and your Siri with this, and the microphone is clear enough where it understands it just fine. So there are some plus sides to that. But if you're a music lover, I can't really recommend these, especially since I do have the Tozo headphones, if you check the channel out, and I have some V30Is, which are normally $40. And again, even though this is $20, that's a Ross price tag. They're normally probably $29 to $40 online, and when we go to that territory, we can find better stuff for the asking price. But if you're getting something real fast at Ross to hold you over, I don't think you're going to be truly disappointed with this, but just, temper your expectations. Don't think you're going to go into here getting JBL, JLab, and Soundcore quality. That's just not happening with this particular headset. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys. So this is how the headset is going to look inside of the ear, as you can see. Now, I have my glasses on, so it's not directly placed inside my ear. Let me take it off and show you so you have a better understanding. So because this, as a matter of fact, let me show you how to put it on. This is the headset right here. There are instructions that show you how to put the headset on, but I figure it's easier for me to just show you real time. So you just take this, place it on top of your ear, and you are good to go. See if you guys can get a look at that. Now, if you're wearing glasses, again, it may not fit as snug. You might have to place your glasses on top of it. And I'm going to do that now for you guys that's wondering how that's going to look. Here we are. So because I'm wearing my glasses, normally I put the glasses down. It does push this back just a little bit where you may not be getting 100% of the quality of sound. But again, this really isn't catered to people that have glasses. Though, because I am wearing them, I will admit that there is no fatigue, ear soreness whatsoever in terms of just wearing them for long periods of time. If you leave it above 70% or so, you might feel some ear fatigue if you're listening to a podcast. There's yelling and screaming. I watched Royal Mall, Joe Budden, the podcast, things like that. And a lot of times they have air horns and different stuff that may cause a little bit irritation. So just make sure that you have it playing at about 70% or so most of the time, maybe a little bit lower than that. If you're in office or you're working a job, obviously you're going to have the octave much lower because you still have to be able to do your job and have the headset in. But so far, I do like the design. It's not bad. Surprisingly, this has a better design than a lot of the in-ear, open ear designs that I've had previously, where I don't feel any issue at all with it shaking. I wore these with the earbuds in my ear, open ear design in my ear while scootering, and it didn't feel like it was going to flop off my ears or anything. I didn't jog with it or anything, but I did lay down and lean back and walk around and lay on my side, play on my Steam Deck, different things, just to leave them on my ears. And again, they were pretty solid, even with the glasses on, so at least that's a good thing. So I'm going to answer this question. The Ihome headphones that you see right here, are they actually worth the asking price? Yes and no. The no reasoning is that when you look at the original price tag, these might be sold for $29.99, $39.99 online. That puts it in a different category where you can buy the V30Is, Soundcore V30Is, and it'll get a better sound profile. You'll get 13 hours or so out of one charge out of the case and things like that, so you'll get a better product. Now, if you're at Ross and you see these for $19, again, I'm not comparing them to any other earbuds at Ross outside of open ear design. There aren't many that they sell. The only thing that you can buy cheaper than this probably at a regular store would be Five Below, and you know that their headphones are built to break. Even if they sound good, they don't really last for long periods of time. It's kind of like you get a good pair, you're good to go. You get a bad pair, it's just bad luck. It is what it is. I don't suggest this when you look at the original price tag. But for the $19.99 asking price, they're not the worst headphones in the world, far from it. I'll give it a 4 out of 10, 5 being average. This is slightly below average, so I say a C- or so in terms of school grades. It's not the worst thing in the world. But if you have the opportunity, a couple more dollars to add and get the V30Is, I'm telling you, it's going to be such a dramatic difference in terms of quality of sound that you'll thank me later. But anyway, that's all I got to say. I'll leave it to the general public to decide what it is they want to do. After all, it is the eye of the beholder. Something that I don't like, you may love. So it is what it is. Just keep in mind, it's nothing but an opinion. Like and subscribe like always, guys, and I will see y'all in the next video.